Welcome back to My Utmost for His Highest for August 10th. The holy suffering of the saint. Let's look at 1 Peter 4 verse 19. 1 Peter is near the end of the New Testament, and we're looking at 4:19. So then, those who suffer according to God's will should commit themselves to their faithful Creator and continue to do good. The holy suffering of the saint. Choosing to suffer means that there must be something wrong with you, because choosing God's will, even if it means you will suffer, is something very different. No normal, healthy saint ever chooses suffering. He simply chooses God's will, just as Jesus did, whether it means suffering or not. And no saint should ever dare to interfere with the lesson of suffering being taught in another saint's life. The saint who satisfies the heart of Jesus will make the other saint strong and mature for God. But the people used to strengthen us are never those who sympathize with us. In fact, we are hindered by those who give us their sympathy, because sympathy only serves to weaken us. No one better understands a saint than the saint who is as close and as intimate with Jesus as possible. If we accept the sympathy of another saint, our spontaneous feeling is, God is dealing too harshly with me and making my life too difficult. That is why Jesus said that self-pity was of the devil. See Matthew 16:21 and 23. We must be merciful to God's reputation. It is easy for us to tarnish God's character because He never argues back. That is true. He never tries to defend or vindicate Himself. Beware of thinking that Jesus needed sympathy during His life on earth. He refused the sympathy of people because, in His great wisdom, He knew no one on earth understood His purpose. See 16:23. He accepted only the sympathy of His Father and of the angels. Luke 15:10. Look at God's incredible waste of His saints, according to the world's judgment. God seems to plant His saints in the most useless places. And then we say, God intends for me to be here because I'm so useful to Him. Yet Jesus never measured His life by how or where He was of the greatest use. God places His saints where they will bring the most glory to Him. And we are totally incapable of judging where that may be. Wow, that last line was great. Let's read that one more time. God places His saints where they will bring the most glory to Him, and we are totally incapable of judging where that may be. That was really good. And God does put us in different places, and sometimes we do suffer, and it doesn't mean that He doesn't love us. Sometimes He's teaching us something. Sometimes when we go through a hard time, and if we go through it with God's strength and His glory, then other people look at us and say, oh wow, how did she make it through that time? Then you have the chance to tell people, hey, let me tell you how I made it through. I made it through with God, and Jesus is in my heart, and the Spirit, and reading the Bible, and all those great things. You can just praise God for that then, and just be excited about that. So don't complain when you're going through a hard time. Just try to see what God's trying to teach you. And remember that a lot of times He puts us through suffering in order to bring a better thing out in us later, or to bring glory to Him. So don't ever question where He has you, because He's got you in the right place at the right time doing this certain thing, and it's all for His glory. So let's give Him the glory today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. You can order your own copy of the My Utmost for His Highest devotional book by going to utmost.org. And I would love to answer any questions you may have about faith in Jesus. Just email me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. And I hope you go out and shine for Him today. See you tomorrow.